Yeah, alright. Yep, this is the river that runs through the town of Linden. Those are my uncle boats in the river right there. Those are my uncle boats. The boats that he used to, do his back and forth
Fishing
in the river and fishing, those sort of things. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, this is the town that birthed me. Town of Linden. Favorite spots. Right there. Barbecue Cinema, Landon, School Crossing, Old Church, right there. Church of the Nazarene or something. It's my mom's church. Church that she used to go to. Church of Nazarene. Yeah. This is the Silver City entrance. This is the home of my uncle, my pop's brother. This is like the Dutchy boat landing. We just passed it. Very famous police station, St. Aidan's, right here. Police station. It's the old market with the Bata, old Bata shoe store that has been probably renamed so many times. This building's about 56 years old. Yeah. This is we're pulling up on my buddy Johnny Hicks' old spot. It's right there. There it is. Yeah. This is the waterfront right there. Yeah. And look what I got. I got the old bauxite plant. Shipping wharf. There's a live ship right there, right now. More likely collecting bauxite. That's my dad's old workplace. He worked all the way in the middle of somewhere here as a machinist and a welder. Yeah. That's where the estate was born. That's where the richness of a society like this was minted. Yep, these were some of the most well-off peoples in this geography. Yep, yep. This is the old, well, not this machine here, but the crossing that's coming up is the old Mackenzie River Bridge. Oh, look at this. It's a relic from the past. Look at that, look at that. Look at these, man. Yeah, you guys know what these are? Relics of the past. 300 years old. So that is the river crossing right here. Where's going on with my church? That is the, well, you see me videoing myself, but anyways, that is the river crossing right there, behind these bushes. This used to be a well-kept area many years back. This is it's like a ad hoc emergency roadblock, road checking. That is the dredge. That is the dredge that Mr. Mosley, a good buddy of mine, has been elevated as brother over the number of decades. And that is the dredge that he make a living on.
Good, my brother.
How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing a video of my town that I was born.
Yes.
It was nice to see you today, and thank you very much for your service, sir. I want to change your uniforms one of these days. I want to make you more modern, you know? I promise I'll do that. Okay? All right. Keep up the good works. And remember, integrity matters, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, brother. Respect.
Yeah.
You know me.
He does, right? He looks like a kid that grew up right in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yep, so this is Linden. This is Linden. So many places I can name. So many places that you guys would recognize. And this is the crossing now to the Mackenzie Bridge. A little bit of a line going on here because they have a very interesting sequence of events that takes place here. They have a green light. The bridge allows a single car in a single direction at a time, and it changes from red to green. There's no caution, slow down, yellow, whatever. It's just green to red. All right, and that's how they take care of the business right here. Funny thing is that business is transactional, because for the people, the locals that knows the system better than you, they make some choices. They make some choices that enhances their days. They cut this line, as impossible as it appears, and there's nothing you could do about it. Nothing you could do about it. You know, you're here, you're trying to get from point A to point B, but the world, the entire world, does not stop for a single iota of things. So we just happen to be in on a local example of that description. So we'll wait patiently as our turn slowly and progressively comes. But that's just the order of the day from here. So we're waiting. I wanted to show the crossing. The crossing is very interesting. It's been around for a number of years. I don't want to start giving numbers to the years and then all of you catching hiccups because I was wrong. But it was there for a number of years, and it has facilitated this community, supported it, in as much as they didn't get the dues. They didn't collect the tolls, they didn't have the regulation, nothing. There is a collection that happens, but when you see what it's like, you'll understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? There are people that work there, and they make a living too. You know? These are all the big trucks that are parading the streets like wild, crazy elephants, busying themselves with nothing. But again, it's another order of the day here in these parts because, as you know, Guyana is highly unregulated. Guyana is suffering tremendously at the hands of a few. And the system is so knot up and bottled up and tied up and topsy-turvy that you cannot find a center because it doesn't exist. It does not exist. Here in these parts, this land that birded me, I can defensively say things that at its core will rock you. And it's no secret anymore. It's no secret what goes on in these parts of this South American continent. Top side pointing north, by the way. Yep. Bounded by waters. Get what I'm saying? So listen. We're moving a little closer. How close? Maybe we can see in the video. Maybe we can't. But we're moving closer. Slowly by slowly. Interesting, lovely weather afternoon that gives you some of the tempo, you know, on a certain time of the day at a certain time of the week, because this tempo changed rapidly in many directions. So there's a light that we're coming up on right now. It's red, but as you notice, we're moving and we're allowed to go, and hopefully none of the smarter ones can stick in the next part and just so that they can get on with their doings. But we're moving now, which is a good thing. And here is the water that we're going over. Here's the water. It's the wharf, sort of, so to speak. Right? That's where the loading of the bauxite happens. This is the narrowest part of the bridge. So they have like outer pathways for pedestrians. but it's ad hoc. Don't believe it's going to be all legit, you know, because that can change rapidly in any direction too. See me? Yeah, right. So that is the station I was mentioning, you know, a few minutes back, and that is the collection that's happening on that side. Where is it? That side. There's a collection that's happening, and there's the passage on this side. All right. So here's where we swing around, and again, those who know will be familiar with this area here because I'm describing it as it is, as we know it once was, but as it is for the most part. All right. So there it is. I think that's a familiar building to those of you Linden regulars, residents. And that is the line there to get to the crossing again. Alright, that's the other line. And you can imagine how painful this can be sometimes with some of those big crazy elephants lumbering over you, perfectly dwarfing you. You're unable to see that there's a world outside of that view. I am telling you, it's that serious. So we're moving to a very other familiar area. To those of you who are familiar with things here, we are still at some point in some places being reluctant to change those colorations that you see on the fences there, because they can be drastically changed as well, you know, to the other denizens of this society, demon denizens. But that's much as I would say in this video. As much as I would say in this video. I didn't get you.
When all these trans-spiritual
Sometime before midnight, we hope.
That's why we got feeling in this bridge.
Yes.
Because when we coming back.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. We might have to tell them to come down here and meet us. Yeah, we might have to tell them that this is crazy.
We can't tell them that because we can't fetch his suitcase on the train.
So how is it?
Make it over back.
You gotta make it.
Just hope that when we coming back, we get a break in the transport.
Oh my gracious me. That is not even safe at this point. We got a flight to catch. We got to be back up north and further north sometime during the course of today and tomorrow morning. And we can't play around with that now. But anyways, the trip continues. And over to my left, that should be familiar sights to all you die-hard Lindeners. That is such a familiar sight. It might be different to some of us, just slightly different, but familiar for the most part. Familiar. Listen, my hands are getting tired. I can't continue to hold up this video. I am willing to make huge sacrifices for you guys, on my behalf, by the way, and I'm asking for nothing in return. But to those of you who so feel inclined, I will send you my PayPal link. Oh my gracious me. My shoulders are hurting. This is very unfamiliar posture, you know. So you can imagine. I'm going to try to squeeze in just a few more seconds so you guys can, you know, have a snippet of what the current experience is like in our dearly beloved town of Linden. And here's where I shall sign off and say to you, we shall meet, we shall talk, we shall greet and tell stories.